and I'm a Mississippi kid. You are too much.
Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Well, we're Dragon Deez Dice, comedy
We
D&D
are?
5e actual play show where a group of inexperienced heroes embark on a vast and deep storyline in a homebrew world brimming with magic and mischief that is sure to have you rolling
Sadness.
With laughter.
with laughter. Let's go.
I've been wondering
Go
what I was
us.
doing with these dice the whole time. Turns out I've been dragging them.
Today's episode is sponsored by the Story Engine deck, who graciously sent me over their product to try out. The Story Engine deck uses a fast and intuitive system to bring your ideas to life for new NPCs, magic items, BBEGs, adventure hooks, campaign concepts, and more. By pulling cards for different prompts, you can create 30 billion campaign ideas for less than the cost of a core rulebook. And the great thing about the Story Engine deck is that it stimulates your own creativity. Here's a sample of a pull I did myself to show it in action. I first pull an agent card and get a merchant. Now we pull an engine card, which gives us the actor's motivation. In this case, the merchant wants to find something. I pull an anchor card and decide to pick pen because it makes sense, but the process can be as random as you choose to make it. So then, with the conflict card, we discover finding this pen will cost the merchant their reputation. Now this is already interesting, but we can add to the other cards with an aspect card. I added that the pen is revolutionary in some way. And now I can get my brain spinning. Maybe there's a merchant that puts his career on the line to task the party with a heist to steal a newly invented kind of pen. Really, the possibilities are endless. For tabletop RPGs, this is a great tool to generate new characters and stories during prep or even live at the table if your players throw you for a loop and need inspiration fast. The deck is universal and works with any genre or system. Plus it has multiple expansions for weaving specific elements of fantasy, horror, sci-fi, and mystery into your campaigns and writing. I could see myself using the Story Engine deck for characters, quests, world building, or even the premise of an entire one-shot or campaign. If you use code DRAGONDEEZ10, you'll get 10% off your order at storyenginedeck.com. Thank you once again to Story Engine Deck for sponsoring this episode. Lane is not here currently. Mherren should show up later on in the session, but if you remember last session, Mherren is split from the group currently anyway, because while investigating the quiet church village of Greytown, it has led to a deep conspiracy involving imps that magically manipulate the townsfolk to give in to their dark impulses. With the added mystery of people missing from vacant homes and some kind of hidden meaning connected to words on the grave of a magi ancestor, y'all have still yet to connect all the dots. Pressure is added due to the religious Pebble putting her full trust in the church, whereas Mherren believes them to be corrupt. However, when Mherren falls under the imp's influence, she takes matters into her own hands to use her form of dread in intimidating the churchgoers. Heinrich Silvori, the town's magistrate, is less affected by the demonic form and refuses to back down. Mherren goes into hiding from the guards that show up, but not before completely shattering the church's statue to Corellin. Due to fear, a nun approaches Pebble and says she'll meet her at the inn the next night to confess to who she believes could be causing these omens. On your way back to the inn, the wood board over the church's sign is pulled down to reveal the title, The Church of the Bleeding Heart. You're separated from Mherren, but reunited with Balthazar, who spent the previous day resetting Shello's speaking doll. But before you all awake for the morning in your hotel beds, Pebble, alone
Hello.
in the dark room of the inn.
I am quite afraid of the dark.
In the middle of the night, you awake to a feeling of breathing on your neck.
Ooh. Am I able to look around?
Yeah, you're in a tired, hazy state, and you look around the room. You notice Mherren's bed still empty, illuminated by moonlight coming in from the hallway window, as the door is slowly creaking open more, and you drift back to sleep.
What? That's horrible.
You kind of look around thinking it could be Mherren coming back and letting a draft in or something like that. You're not quite sure what it is, but you're such in a tired, hazy, dreamlike state that you just sort of fall back asleep.
Interesting.
Awaking in the morning, not quite sure if it was just a dream-like trance or what. You can all prepare your daily spells now and the like if you haven't already. You all are getting a quick breakfast around the table, filling in Balthazar on what transpired the day previous.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shello.
Hello, Shello.
Good morning, one and all. We are all here. I did not get to inform you all yesterday, though I came across someone's abode. Though there was nobody inside. There may have been people living at one point in this abode, though they must have left in quite a hurry, as there were fresh meals and accoutrements. So too fancy of a word, never mind.
I don't know, Shello showed that pretty naturally.
Yeah,
Good point. There were many pleasantries around. I did, of course, as anyone would in the situation, rifle through their belongings. I found this small character, though I don't recognize them, as one of us. And I'll go into my bag of holding where I keep all of my toys and take out the wooden carving of a man with the red smeared on him.
Does Pebble recognize it from anywhere?
You can make a religion check.
How's a
Yep.
21?
You do recognize this. It is not a Eldarin deity. It's not within that sort of pantheon. Not like an elven deity. This is more of just a general deity. A one that is actually prohibited to be worshipped by the capital.
Oh.
You recognize this as a small figurine, like an altar used for prayer by worshippers of the Bleeding Man.
On second thought, perhaps I should keep this, as it would perhaps fit in larger scenes where I don't have a stand-in for someone else.
Well, no, Shello.
Yes.
Where exactly was this in the house?
In a bedroom.
This statue is of a god it's blasphemous. It's been made illegal by the capital. It's the Bleeding Man. She set the statue down, trying sort of not to touch it. Shello, you could get in serious trouble if you're caught with this. And just having it is, well, it's not good. I would get rid of that.
I can disguise him with a hat.
I'm not winning this fight, am I?
Pebble,
He really
you
wants
also
this.
know of the Bleeding Man from what you're told at your church and some studies as a paladin, you're sort of told what to look for and stuff such as that in case people who worship false deities ever become an issue for you or the other paladins. You know that the people who worship this deity, you were told that they're evil, and this deity represents death and destruction. Just seeing the small wooden figure covered in blood, it gets the feeling to you of like murder and killing, everything that you would stand against.
You should not keep this thing around. It's an omen of nothing good. I'm telling you, you should get rid of it. Or at least use it as a piece of evidence, but don't just turn it into a plaything.
Well, if it is meant for bigger and brighter things, then I'm sure it can be put to use. Do you suggest I put it somewhere other than where my toys go?
I don't know. If anything, we should bring this to someone. Evidently, the person who lived there was a worshiper of the Bleeding Man. Maybe they were prosecuted by the church. We could ask them about that.
We could bring the small wooden man back to them, maybe, if we can find where they are.
Back to Silvori, maybe. Balthazar, I wanted to let you know, if we see Mherren today, she's not acting like herself.
Is she not
She's
in
gone
her
off the
room? I
road.
assume she
yesterday, while we were in the church, Mherren, if we see her today, just be careful. She destroyed a statue in the church.
Really? How big was the statue?
The statue that had been bleeding.
That I'm kind of impressed, but
No, it's
Fair.
not something to. She's gone out of control, and I don't think we can trust her right now until she's calmed down. I just wanted you to know.
we shouldn't necessarily just avoid her. Just be careful what you say around her, I guess. Regardless of what she's doing, she's still our friend. We need to be careful
Yes.
and make sure she's okay.
But I'm not going to help her partake in this.
You don't have to help her, just make sure she's okay. Whatever it is, I'm sure she has a reason. Here's the doll back. I think it's fixed. Maybe.
No. Oh, thank you so much, keeper of the doll. This means very much to me.
But if you now have the doll back, I'm no longer keeper of the doll.
Does that make me keeper of the doll?
I think it does.
I have so much magical power now.
His eyes start glowing. He starts levitating.
I'm about to fireball
Yeah.
the party. I like to pull the string of the doll, pardon me, and say,
Hello, it's me, Shello, the juggling ant boy.
I would like to play something back from it.
Yeah, since there's
Do I have to
only
roll a d6?
no, since there's only one line recorded to it, it just says back.
He's prompting you to say
Hello,
it.
it's me, Shello, the amazing juggling ant boy.
Oh wait, I didn't say amazing the first time. Oops, it just
It has
he
a
doesn't-
mind of its own.
He doesn't say amazing this time.
It says the same line back. It
Okay.
seems like it was basically just factory reset, so we can record 6 lines again. However, Balthazar will need to take a short rest anytime he wants to reset it back to 6 phrases they can learn.
Oh, okay. Well, he can take that burden.
Can you take me to where you found that statue, please, so I can look around?
Very well. It's the door is open, so we can come and go as
Still?
we please. I assume maybe they got a lock put in.
Oh, okay.
Going
I meant-
going to the house, the door's open and there's like a couple raccoons in there that like scurry out as you guys approach.
Oh,
Oh, no,
I want to
friend.
make friends with one. Yeah, Modsy, fuck yeah. Do I see any like drawers or cabinets that are closed that I could rummage around in like a raccoon?
Is there anything in particular you're kind of looking for?
I'm looking for anything else that might be religious iconography, whether it's Seldrin or the Burning Man guy.
Make an investigation check.
12.
Well, if you're not getting anything from the drawers, just clothes and things, you notice that there's still jewelry and things here, so it doesn't seem like this place was robbed or anything like that. You're thinking to yourself while you're doing this that Shello shows you where he found it, which was under the bed, and you believe that it was possibly being hidden on purpose. And you don't think that you're really
Fair.
going to find much else here.
Okay, well then I'll just go to the nearest door that looks like it has people in it and knock.
Yeah, someone opens up the door. It's a bit of a older lady. Can I help you?
Hello, ma'am. I'm a paladin with the church. I was wondering if you had any information you wanted to share that might be helpful about the disappearances recently.
Disappearances? Oh, you're with the Children Church? On the
Yeah,
hill?
I'm visiting to help them try and figure out what's going on with
I-
the disappearances. Is there anyone you've been close to that maybe has been acting differently? Or anyone that you were close to who's maybe gone missing?
Make a persuasion check.
7.
Damn.
Door abruptly shuts in your face the more you ask about
Ooh.
the people going missing, which in and of itself you begin to find strange.
Oh boy.
Seemed like a kind old
Okay.
lady, but it was such a harsh way to end the conversation.
Old
Fair.
lady
And
slam
as you turn around to
door.
walk away, you hear a locking sound on the door.
Oh god. Is there a house on the other side of it?
There's not, I mean, there's not many
I have a
houses,
second neighbor?
and they're also kind of spaced out and such. This isn't like a big town, but you can find the closest other house to it, yes.
Okay.
Excuse me, Rock Lady. Perhaps I should take the lead.
If you want to.
And I'll rat-a-tat-tat on the door.
Opening it up is an older man, not as old as the lady, probably older than middle-aged, but not elderly. He opens it up. He's kind of got like a his face actually looks more wrinkled to give him a bit of an older appearance, but his body is a bit more physically fit than you would expect. It seems like this person has been out in the sun a lot, tending fields and such. And he opens the door up and he's like,
Yes, you travelers in town?
Yes, me and my compadres are here just visiting for a short period before we move on through, much like many other people. I was I suppose we were all somewhat wondering about the population in this town. I'm myself quite fascinated. Well, I've been asking around about people just to learn more about the area. It seems like a very lovely country area to live.
Think you're thinking of moving in?
Perhaps, yes. You see, I'm trying to find a place for myself. After all of these many doors of many places have been shut in my face, it's very hard to find somewhere for an ant boy such as myself to fit in.
he's kind of scratching the back of his head and he's like,
Well, I don't think there's any houses for sale.
Yes, but I was wondering of more so the people of the area. You yourself seem like an older fellow.
Most of the people in the village are older. Most of us have been here for generations.
Well, yes, I noticed the very same. Though in speaking with some folks, they had only mentioned arriving in the town quite recently.
What do you mean?
Within the past month or so.
No one's
people have,
moved here. No. We're a small, quiet town. No one wants to move here.
Well, people might want to move here because it is so quiet. Get some peace of mind.
Guess if you're into that kind of thing, but no one's built a new house or anything around.
Well, we had noticed a house nearby actually has the door just wide open, as if it is asking for someone to move in. Though I believe most homes cannot speak.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
That is very well. And you yourself, you have lived here for how long?
My whole life. I was born here.
He doesn't know anything about the home that's... Well, hold on.
you want to make an insight check on him?
I kind of, but I also want to ask him more questions, but I don't want the door to get slammed in my face. Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll keep asking questions.
Well, you are aware that his house has direct view of the house that you know is empty. However, you're not sure. You're not really getting anything from his movement or words to point you in any which way.
You how frequently are you about in the local amenities? I know that there's a shop nearby which sells many things for adventurers, though I myself have very little use for many of the things except for the food.
That shop might be useful for use for us in the town. We go to local places that adventurers like you passing through won't really need. You should just stick to that store. I know that most times when you go to a new place, you want to see where the locals shop and dine, but I really only leave to go to the butcher to get fresh meat. You're not gonna be able to take that on the road with you. Gotta get some supplies from the other stores, but nothing that'll really suit you.
And you don't find yourself going to anywhere else other than those few places in the town?
Well, it's not too often I need to get supplies. I mean, personally, I usually just stock up, and I probably go over there once every other week, something like that. But I mean, all of us in the town know each other. We say hi as we walk by, and we speak to each other. We're friendly.
I will say there's quite a magnificently large, may I say, structure upon the hill over there.
Yeah, the church. I mean, you could stop by if you're into that.
Well, I personally have no need for their services in the church. I do not read quite well, and I'm not very associated with these large statures and statues of people. I personally quite enjoyed when it was more about people coming together and making noise. But do you know much of the history of this the large building? It seems like perhaps it has been renovated of some sort recently.
Make a straight charisma check.
Okay, 20.
Well, the church, I haven't been there in some time. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've seen it up there on the hill. It was built some time ago before I was born.
I see. Perhaps your former ancestries were more familiar with it. So was it? It was always for these elven-y people.
That's what the
Church is for. He's kind of scratching the back of his head again.
Can I look over my shoulder real quick and maybe whisper to him as I turn back and say,
I believe perhaps it's someone who is quite hasty may have renamed the whatever church was previously there.
His eyes kind of squint at you when you say that.
What are you talking about?
Between you and I, and I and you, I believe perhaps there was maybe not another building there at some point, but perhaps other people inside, and maybe they had some form of other beliefs. Perhaps they thought of these other people as scary or strange.
How close is Pebble to this conversation of you at the door?
Probably fairly close.
Okay.
Within 5 feet, I'd imagine.
He
Are you
lowers
smiling?
his voice too, and he's like,
What's with the paladin? She with that church?
I believe for the time being, perhaps she, the rock lady, used to be with us. Though I'm afraid they may be going adventuring with the church soon.
Would I have heard some of this?
make a perception check if you want to listen in.
Should
The
I
whispering.
also do that?
If you want to try
Because
to
I'm a nosy
eavesdrop.
bastard. Okay. Well, I'm a nosy bastard,
Yeah, you
so
can
I'll-
make perception.
It's not the day for rolls.
Is eavesdropping a sin in your
Ah,
church?
That's a 5.
Fucking sinner.
Shello has mastered the art of keeping his voice low, even though he has telepathy.
Well,
Yeah.
this I don't know if this guy has it, so he has to respond to me.
No,
at some point.
neither of you two can hear. They're kind of like leaning into the doorway and like getting close to each other.
Damn it!
This guy's taller than Shello. He's kind of leaning over too.
We're slowly getting closer until our heads bump together.
What about the other one?
Oh no, he keeps many things, but he does not. If you catch my drift, he does not keep the faith. His wife is dead.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Just to make him sympathetic.
Oh my god!
I guess that could be cause for it. Oh, I guess you do make a point. Um,
Oh
Oh, that's beautiful.
make a persuasion check, Shello. You can do it at advantage, actually.
Okay. I got a 16 and a 20 and
Okay.
dirty 20.
He picks you up by your shirt collar and holds you up,
Oop.
and then kind of puts his hand on Balthazar's shoulder and kind of pushes him inside of his own house, and then closes the door, leaving Pebble outside.
Oh,
what the fuck? I'm gonna bang on the door.
can I get a quick read of the situation before I use telepathy to talk to Pebble?
What are you looking for within the situation? It's
Whether or
dangerous.
not we're in immediate danger.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay. Okay,
That's
on
a
that
good
one.
idea.
13.
I'll give it to you. It seems like he wants to talk in private without Pebble.
Okay, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use telepathy with Pebble.
Hello there, Rock Lady. It would seem I have. It would seem similarly to Mherren before I have disappeared. Perhaps you should wait in the inn for me tonight. It would seem he intends on speaking with me and the keeper of many things to discuss something. Perhaps it is a boys' meeting, and we will speak with you again soon. We do not seem to be in danger.
She had stopped banging on the door when Shello used telepathy, but she continued
Oh no.
momentarily for a moment and then gives up.
It's the boys' meeting.
The boys, just for the
Of
boys.
course.
The man now says, still standing by the door, is not like in seats out making you tea or anything like that. He seems a little bit confrontational now. That paladin, who is she to you all?
She's a friend. Like, she helps us.
She is the Rock Lady, and we have been adventuring for a period of time now together.
So what's
and
your
I've
all's
only-
goal here? Trying to track them down?
Well, I'm not. I haven't picked up on any scent myself, and I'm not sure who you speak of tracking. Though it would appear our Rocky friend has been given a task by the church themselves. Meanwhile, the rest of us are quite concerned if we previously saw a scary, shadowy figure watching us, and we're quite worried.
So you're not working with her. She's just following you all.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, she's just a friend.
Both of you make deception checks.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Also, what did you get?
16.
You can't tell her anything.
My mandibles are held shut.
You two aren't worshippers, aren't you? Not of that church.
Not at all.
No, I've simply visited and watched people.
You don't know what's going on with the church.
We know
No.
there was a bleeding statue. That's about it.
What? Really? You said you knew the name of it. You know what it was?
Well, it's
Yes. Funny enough, there's many humorous things about this conversation. Me and the Rock Lady just last night, the night prior, took the rather flimsy wooden cover off of the sign out front and discovered the original name in stone.
So that's all. That's how you knew. Thought you were coming to help us.
I'll take out the little doll that I found.
He kind of looks at it for a moment and then takes it. And he's like, "So, where'd you get this? So you are worshippers?"
No, we found this in the vacant. Well, I found this in the vacant home nearby.
Make another insight check.
Okay.
You can both do
Both
it.
of us?
I'll give you another advantage roll.
I got a 12. Come on, Balthazar.
Okay. Yippee! Hey.
Ooh.
25.
5. Balthazar, you're immediately getting the impression that he was very hopeful you all were worshippers of this deity, and now that he's finding out that you guys just kind of stumbled on all this stuff, that you may not be as helpful as he thought.
Okay, well, so fuck ourselves.
I played if your family has indeed been here for quite a while, perhaps we should be helping with you more so than with the people who have seemingly only been here for a month in the very tall stone building.
You figured it out. Was a church, the different deity, and around a month so ago, elves came in and they sort of took it over.
There is maybe more, but perhaps we have been given the wrong side of the story. We have been told that there are some form of possessings and misdeeds happening around, and it would appear that it has been happening ever since the elf people have arrived.
Too late now. The rest of us used to go to that church. We just gotta keep quiet. Oh, they gotta keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
If you happen to know anything about these possessions, and then I'll out loud say, wink, wink. Perhaps if you could slow down the amount of them, if that is within your control, and we could pretend as if it is all done and gone, and maybe encourage them to move on to other places.
Make a persuasion check.
17.
You're accusing me?
Well, no. There is no accusations here. I'm just saying if you happen to know the source.
I'm beginning to think
They're
you're no
large.
better than that church, thinking the simple folk are causing that.
Well, no, I don't believe.
I don't know anything about the strange happenings there. I just want my church back. But I haven't done anything about it. I've stayed inside. That's all. That's all we can do is hide.
And why is that?
Because if we don't, and they find out, they get taken to the graveyard.
And what happens at the graveyard?
Kind of shifts his gaze to you, just eyes narrowing. He kind of sighs and says, as he starts going over to the door, looking like he's ready to open it for you all to leave. He's like, "Take a look at the names on the headstones, and you'll know."
Very well.
But if that statue really was bleeding, like you said, maybe the bleeding man is still within that church. A sign as good as any, I suppose.
He opens the door up and kind of pushes you all along and kind of pockets the little statue, doesn't give it back to you, and then closes the door behind you all.
Thank you very much.
Pebble.
What happened in there?
I was,
talking about stuff.
yeah, I was just
What stuff?
I was simply exclaiming, thank you very much for the boy talk, which exclusively only boys can hear.
It took you. What? Why did you have a boy talk? What did you boy talk about?
Boy
stuff.
business.
Do you not think
Think-
it's important for me to know this? There are people dying, guys.
Well, it was not in relation to that. We were simply talking about boy things, including ant boy things, which was a very, very interesting subcategory. I really wish I could tell you, though it is only for boys.
Okay, fine, whatever. Just, can I see the statue?
Well, the statue has already been broken by Mherren once they got very angry.
Oh no, that. Hold on, give me a second.
He's just a little guy. You gotta be more specific.
No, Shello, the tiny statue, the bleeding man.
Oh well, I will go through my things very quickly.
I'll take out the speaking doll and hold it up to Pebble. If it's not the speaking doll, I can pick up the Balthazar doll.
Shello, the small
Yeah.
statue you found under the bed.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, I
that
left
one.
it there.
You left it where?
Where I found it. I did ponder upon myself a question of whereabouts Mherren could be. Seeing as Mherren would not be included in the boy talk, I was on guard, making sure they were not hearing. Though perhaps we could search around the town more, and maybe make our way back to the graveyard.
Whenever we were doing shopping things in the initial episode, we didn't. I didn't buy any. I wasn't there. I didn't buy any rations, and I need them badly.
You want to go to the shop?
Yeah, I just want to buy rations.
Okay. Yeah, you can do so. I think they're priced in D&D Beyond.
As much as I devote myself to learning about Angared, I don't know as much as I should about other practices, especially not the bleeding man. We should probably figure more out. Maybe ask more people, see if they can shed any light on it.
Seeing as this small wooden figure, I'm saying this as I'm like looking through my pouches, frantically looking for it. You because you mentioned the wooden figure with the red on it and it being dangerous, I was wondering if you knew much about the people who worshipped it, and maybe also if the dolls are dangerous, and if it could hurt me if I lost it.
If okay.
But I put it back where I found it.
So what are you searching around for?
Things. Boy things.
Oh, perfect. Boy thing. Oh, that makes so much sense. I don't know much. They're evil. To worship them is an affront to all the gods.
Do you place these people with the ones who made the Colosseums? Do you think they're behind it? Perhaps it is all evil altogether.
Maybe, although the Colosseums are mostly funded by the capital, and I don't think there's much overlap with that.
We haven't been to the butcher or to any of the other shops. We've only been to the general store. So I think
That's true.
we should
And
we should go to the places where the man said he visited. Maybe the capital came in and built these specific things, like the guard outpost and the general store, but all the other things were already here in the town.
During our boy talk, we had discussed very boy things, very manly things, such as heading to your local butcher every couple of weeks, and perhaps we could ask them for information on this scary wooden red doll.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Walking in, he's currently seems like he's chopping up some meat and stuff. No one in the store, but it seems like he's preparing some like prepackaged stuff and things. And you walk in, little bell chimes. He's like, "Oh yeah, I help you."
Hello there, fellow man.
Oh, from out of town, are you? Sorry, I can't really package meat for travels, but if you want some just some deli cuts or something, I can do that. Get a lot of people coming in asking for stuff for long travels, and there's no way for me to really salt the meats for travels and things. So figured I'd let you know first.
Oh well, thank you very much. And while I would love your deli meat, I myself prefer to know the creature and what the creature is before I eat it. I do not know what a dilly is. And not to dilly-dally, but we were wondering if we could perhaps speak with you.
I'm a paladin from the capital. I'm here to investigate the missing people, and I wanted to know if maybe you had any information that could help us. If we could just ask you a few short questions.
Yep, kind of throws a bloody towel over his shoulder. Puts his like supplies away, and he's like, "Yeah, no, what do you need?"
A lot of people seem to have, especially within the church grounds, been moving here fairly recently, within the past couple months or weeks in some cases. I wanted to know, how long have you lived here? Did you know the town before then?
I came here when I was fairly young. Wasn't born here like most folk. I was looking to somewhere where my skills, I could start a business, and it's been going well since then.
That's good. Have you noticed any major changes in the town recently?
Make a persuasion check.
I think maybe if you said missing people and then gave him a wink, that could have worked.
That's
Sorry,
funny.
A
No,
better
that's
backseat
great.
rizzing.
He seems to be kind of intentionally ignoring you asking about the missing people, but he says, kind of skirting around that, his voice kind of muttering a little bit. He's like, well, they've been sending in nuns and different religious folks to the church. I'm not a man of faith myself, but yeah, I mean, I assume they just want to build up the church to be better, so they've been sending more elven folk here.
Surely you'll need to get workers in here to do it. It's quite the job.
I do just fine on my own. I don't need a. It's a small town. I'm able to serve everyone myself.
Are you intentionally trying to do like a wink wink nudge nudge?
Kinda.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Fuck.
He seems clueless to what you're trying to get at, and he's like,
The folks at the church, they usually get supplies from the capital. I don't really serve them much. They honestly keep to themselves up there. They usually don't visit town.
You started noticing there's been less and less customers, haven't you?
What about it?
Well, if at the current rate, you probably won't be able to keep the doors open too long. Have you seen anything that may be sort of the reason why they might be disappearing or moving away?
No, make a deception check actually.
You certainly do run a very a clean whistle here. I'm wondering. I'm sure you can tell as I am trying to peek over the counter. I am myself a boy, an ant boy. Is there anywhere for a boy like me to get perhaps some work experience?
I'll slightly raise my voice when I say work experience.
You go make a deception check as well.
I got that 20.
Oh, I see. You're thinking of moving in and trying to get work here. I'll just be honest with you. No, girl from the church comes by at night, and listen, honestly, I don't really need her help either. I just I feel bad for her. She told me that she and her friend who's been at the church her whole life are thinking of getting out of this town, and I mean, I gave her some busy work and paid her. I mean, I could have just given her the money then and there, but she's small. She's seemed kind of weak. I wanted to make sure she was cut out for life out there, so I gave her a job here at night. But well, she's not a great worker. It's always a mess back there. There's like blood all over the ground. Seems like the meat loses lot of blood when she's working on it, and it's just she ruins a lot of the pig. Also, there's some ashy charcoal stuff on the ground that she was drawing on the job. But I mean,
Ashy?
I still feel bad for her, so I'm not gonna fire or anything. Maybe I'll just give her the money sooner than I wanted to. Get her, at this point, get her out of my hair.
I've so many questions now. Fuck, because I wanted to talk about something else, but now I have even more questions. As an ant boy, I can be rather startled by large things I don't quite understand. And I understand that there is a large building, which I do very much understand that. Though I'm wondering, it seems like some people of the town don't frequently go to this church. I'm wondering how they fall in. How does the faith demographic shake up?
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck me, 8.
Seems like he's still a topic he doesn't quite want to talk about, and that's why he's being a bit cagey. But he's like, yeah, I mean, people go up to a lot of people in town don't go up to the church to pray. I guess the capital's sending people in to build it up for people passing through, maybe. Like I said, I'm not a man of faith myself. I know other people in the village believe what they want. I don't know.
You don't speak at all with these other people about their faith?
Yeah,
It is simply in passing.
I've spoken to them about it mostly before. Well, I mean, some of them have tried to convert me over to other faiths, but I just don't personally. I don't think there's any use to worshiping gods. They're not, as far as from what the books say, there's not around anymore.
Well, I certainly have not seen any.
Exactly.
Just all cards on the table here. Before that church was a Seldrin church, before all the elves came here, it was used for worship of an outlawed deity. When it was still operating as such, what sort of things went on inside the walls of it? Do you know? Or
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
okay. First roll is 19. Second roll is a natural 1. Oh yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's like,
I've never been in the church. I mean, ever. I'm not a man of faith. I said that, but I've spoken to people. We made small talk to people who went to the church when they came in for stuff before then. I know a little about the religion. That
kind of lowers his voice.
The leading guy. They just sometimes people of that faith. They've told me about this. I guess because maybe I remind them of them. I got the pig's blood on me all the time from my work, but it's a lot of times I think they have holy visions of seeing a man in the distance, just watching over them. A man covered in blood, red, no clothes or nothing. Just man watching over them and covered in blood. And I'll tell you, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I've never heard of them doing anything bad here, but lately, lately I've been scared. People have been saying they've seen things flying by their windows, red things. Maybe I'm not a man of faith, but that's shaking me a bit, and I think maybe that could be connected. But I mean, not everyone here believes that. But what I do know of this town and its history, as you asking me, that church, it was a church to that deity, and not everyone went up there, but way back in the day, it was built for the purposes of worshiping that deity. Built by I think one of the last members of the family still lives here. Silvori, a long line of them from this town that built that church. I haven't seen him in a while, so maybe he left when it became a church of the elven deities.
I sorry, that can't be right. Silvori's the head priest at the New Seldon Church. Henrik?
No. I mean, Henrik Silvori. Yeah, I've seen him around town a few months ago. He's a tall guy. Got sort of long hair. He's always got straight posture and everything, and he's got this particular accent.
But he doesn't.
Big beard.
That makes no sense.
You see him around or something?
I do believe we have, in fact, and I believe the Rock Lady speaks the truth in saying that this man you describe with his strange accents and such is currently the head of the very church on the hill.
No, that couldn't be the case. That guy, no, he's a worshiper of the bleeding man. I assume that when the capital came to town, and he kind of lowers his voice, looking out the windows, make sure no one's peering in. I think the capital came into town and kicked him out probably. No, I mean, he's human. What would he be doing worshiping an elven deity? I don't even think he knows their language. I'm
a Genasi. I'm worshiping an elven deity.
I didn't mean to be, inoffensive. And I've never seen anyone but an elf worship an elven deity until you come in here, and so I guess it can't happen. But from what I know, that guy, he was the most devoted to his, kind of puts his fingers into like air quotes, his people, the bleeding man worshippers. He was the most devoted to them.
Mr. Bloodman, Mr. Meatman, I'm wondering, you have not been to the new church at all?
I mean, it's the same church. They just renamed it, but no, I haven't been up there on that hill. A bit of a walk. I had no purpose to go up there.
Maybe the bleeding of the statue we saw when we first arrived could be connected in a way. I'll turn to Pebble.
Maybe.
Do you know much of when people change their faith? When it is no longer befitting of them?
Yes. I do know of people who've done that.
Do you know if the former faith maybe follows them and makes things bleed?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't think that Silvori was. I don't believe this.
We could very well ask the man ourselves, though we are still a member down of our entourage.
We should ask him this, because that can't be correct. There's no. I just don't believe it.
You yourself have faith in them, do you not?
Silvori?
Yes.
Of course I do.
Your elf people god.
Yes. I don't think that he would have done that.
Man of meat, you have given us many things to think of and talk of.
Oh, happy to be of help, I guess. Just this, even though they're not my people. I don't want anyone in the town to, get in trouble. So, the don't, your little look around town, just don't rat anyone out, okay?
Of course not. And you believe the people of the bleeding people. You believe they're not of any danger to others, no?
If you want my honest opinion, I don't know. Things in the town have been scary recently, but they seem afraid too. So, whatever it is, I want to stay out of it.
I trust your word, as you are yourself coated in blood.
We're gonna
You're
investigate some
also-
tombstones.
In approaching the graveyard, and actually the church as well, there's a lot of guards here. It seems like
Oh.
it might cause a bit of trouble if you guys try to enter the graveyard. It seems that they're on alert. Few of them seem to be looking specifically for Mherren.
Were there any guards at like the front of the church whenever we were walking by?
Yeah, you could see a bit of a patrol walking like the perimeter of the church, just like around like the whole thing. Seems like most of the guards of the town, which is not a lot, are around here. They probably left a few back at the watchtower, but you can probably pick out like a few patrols of like two each, two up on the hill going around the church itself. Seems like a few are inside. It seems like there's a handful around the graveyard grounds.
We should get an idea of the guard situation
Okay, make a.
before.
I'll let you all make perception checks here.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out on the guards, kind of watching from the distance.
I got
7.
17.
I got
you got
10.
this.
Shello,
That's
you're
net
mostly getting
positive.
most of the look around with your compound eyes. You can see a lot more. So
My
you see,
prey-like eyes.
you're watching like the guards and their patrol. Seems like they're on a very regimented patrol of the grounds. It seems to look out for anyone coming close, which you don't see anyone go into the church grounds while you're watching. You're also making sure, you're also trying to kind of spot Mherren while you're doing this, thinking she may be near here still. However, you don't really see her around. And you're here for a few hours until it starts getting kind of darker out, at which point you hear a guard around the graveyard area just sort of mention, why are we walking around watching for Lord knows what bodies coming out of the ground? I don't know why the Silvardi guy was so adamant that we watch the graveyard. No, I think if it comes back, it'll probably go for the people up there again. I think we should go back up and join the others at the church. And the guy's like, give it a few more hours. They said that something was spotted around here.
Mhm.
You hear rustlings in the woods as you guys are trying to keep a perimeter watch. As you feel like you hear something large approaching.
There's a blood man running around being creepy.
A what?
Hello.
I don't even remember where I last was.
So Mherren was last in the mausoleum. She basically slept there. However, Mherren, you began to notice that guards were arriving in the night, maybe early morning, to kind of search the graveyard grounds more fully and sort of keep a patrol around the church, like a sort of permanent patrol in case you like came back. Not necessarily like searching for you, but just like keeping watch in case you came back.
I was about to say they're pretty shit at searching.
Yeah, so you've actually left the graveyard now, and instead you saw it to be too dangerous to stay there. You've left and sort of went into woods outside of the town. You've also taken a point of exhaustion, staying alert in the night.
What's new?
Mm.
However, you've also used the time to study some of the jewelry that you grave robbed from Maxwell Magi. You pull some gemstones out of non-magical rings and necklaces that have some value in gold, but you also determine some of the magical properties of some of the other things you got. Also, after being in like your former dread and really getting riled up, you've become like a little bit sick.
Oh, that's
Mherren has.
crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, so you're method acting right now? That's so cool.
Mieren's the one method acting. I got sick first, okay?
Okay.
Don't get it
What
mixed
was-
up.
The new items are a contingency band. Essentially, with that, you can use it to soak up health potions. And then as a reaction, when you take damage, you can use the health potion that is sucked up, basically.
That's fucking sick. Okay.
So all we would have to do now is just throw a potion bottle at someone. If it smashes, it's just absorbed.
No, you have to take I think it's an action or a minute or something to put the band within the health potion or to soak it up. And then it can soak up 3 potions, and then as a reaction, when you take damage, you can choose which of those 3 charges you take the effect of.
Gotcha.
But only healing items or healing potions. You also took a ring of warmth off one of the skeleton's fingers.
Jesus.
This I believe
You didn't
makes
need
you
that anymore.
this makes you resistant to cold damage, as well as being comfortable in freezing temperatures.
That'll be helpful where we're going.
And you got
I was about to say, I don't need that. I'm practically dead already.
You also got a Abjurer's bangle. You actually recognize this magic item because there's a shop in the capital that was selling like a mass-produced version of it, but this seems to be like a genuine, like, original, perhaps leading to believe that this member of the Magi family perhaps invented this magic item.
Ooh.
With this, you wear it and you have basically a shield of temp HP. I believe it's 75 points of health.
Yeah.
That you can that instead chips away at it, and you can take that off, give it to someone else, and spread it around the party depending who needs it. And it's once the 75 hit points runs out in total, it becomes non-magical.
Interesting.
In the morning, actually, can you make a charisma saving throw?
I suppose. 17.
You
Am I free?
you don't feel that impulse anymore. You're not specifically you don't specifically know that this charmed effect on you has ended. You just know that you don't feel that impulse anymore. But back when you had first opened that coffin in the mausoleum, you have to make a wisdom saving throw, actually.
12.
You don't notice any magical effect that would have caused you to make that make a saving throw.
That's really bad.
After just waiting in the woods for the better part of the day, it begins to get dark when you notice your allies kind of creeping around, watching over the graveyard in like the edge of the woods, kind of near where you are, and you approach them.
Perhaps we could use some form of a large rock, or if we could pull one of the trees out, and we could.
If only we had Boulder with us.
Oh, true. Perhaps we could either use such a device to bludgeon one of the guards, or we could hide behind them and move around.
Why are we trying to kill the guards?
Well, you see, they're in the way.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, hello,
Jesus
Mherren.
Christ.
We were
Nice to see you too.
discussing how to kill these 2 gentlemen to get in there.
Mherren, where the hell have you been?
Hiding! I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not well liked anymore.
Yeah,
Down.
I wonder why.
What's happening? What's happening?
What
are we doing?
We had suspicions of the area, and also we were looking for you yourself.
We're not just gonna act like nothing happened, right? Like Mherren didn't go absolutely insane back there?
I'm unsure what you mean. Mherren did break the large stone man, but I don't believe there was any issues with that.
Long story short, we investigated the town, the bleeding man, shit, what else?
We went to a home which I found was empty yesterday.
Can we backtrack a little bit? A bleeding man?
Yes, this is part of the home which was empty. I found this a small wooden gentleman who had red over him, and I showed it to Rock Lady. Rock Lady then told me it was bad and illegal, and no one should be doing it. So we proceeded to ask people around the open building today if they knew much about a small wooden man or men who are bleeding, and also found out that perhaps the church used to be for people of the bleeding man faith. And also we had a boy discussion.
Oh, a what?
That I still don't know what was talked about during.
Boys only.
Me and keeper of the boy.
What boy? What boy is he keeping?
Just
Nordry pokes his head out
his-
and is like, "Hi, I'm a raven, not a boy."
Oh yes,
Oh,
the keeper of
okay.
the raven.
That boy.
who is
okay,
who is
yeah.
also a boy. I suppose now that all of us are here, we can return to our abode if we are not to find a large rock to hit these guards with.
As you all walk back, can you all make charisma saving throws except for Mherren?
Okay, I was about to say, not again.
Yes.
I hope Pebble fails. I hope not for
Pebble
spite
succeeds,
reasons, just
but
so that
whatever.
Pebble
Wow.
experiences what Mherren experienced, so she has to, so she is forced to sympathize.
I rolled a 22. Fuck
I-
you.
I hope you
Looks
get
like-
kicked in the shin in
Looks like
real life.
looks
I
like
have a
Balthazar's
plus
gonna
9 on my
experience the
charisma
shin
saves. That's
kicking.
not the odds
do
of
not
that
care.
are not.
I do not care.
Balthazar.
Wow, you know. Mhm.
Actually, what's everyone's passive perception, real quick?
Passive perception.
12.
11.
My passive perception is 10.
13.
Balthazar, can you roll a perception check?
I got 17.
Balthazar, you seem to be the only one that notices this, but you see a bit of a red blur in the sky, kind of coming from the direction of your inn. Not sure if it's coming from the inn itself, but it's flying in the sky past you all back towards the direction of the church. And as you see that, it seems that there's like peering yellow eyes that look down at your grouping. And Balthazar, you begin to not necessarily feel this. However, after this happens, you must act in accordance with your most selfish, venal, and ruthless impulses to the best of your ability.
Welcome to my world.
Oh no.
Welcome to my world.
Well, how can I get more selfish than the hag?
I thought you were gonna. Oh wow.
Like,
That's a great
It's been following
question.
Balthazar for sessions.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's a great.
yeah, that's
sign.
what I experienced last time, by the way, which is why I did all those things I did.
Balthazar's gonna be blowing us up with fireball.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
You don't see the nun inside. However, the person at the front desk of the inn lets you know that she went upstairs waiting for you at your door.
Okay.
You all walk up the stairs to the next floor.
Can I knock on the door?
Excuse me, nun.
No response.
It seems they may be out. Perhaps we should come at a later time.
Maybe
Perhaps she
we
is
go in.
busy.
What would she possibly be busy with an hour in or our room?
Maybe it's none of
bathroom.
our business.
Wha-
Okay, Balthazar. If no one else does it, I guess I'm opening the door.
Oh.
Christ. Oh no.
Shall we continue in?
Oh dear
Oh.
God, it's so
Oh
dark.
dear.
You
Could
walk
I
Our
in.
place
grab a
setting.
lantern?
As you walk in,
Perhaps.
it seems that table has been knocked over. Torchlight on the ground, and there's meters of blood along the ground going into the room on the left.
You mean
Do we know
red?
it's blood? Maybe it's red.
No, oh my god,
Yeah,
okay. Mherren's gonna, like, no hesitation, just walk through the blood and open the door.
Pebble's stepping around the blood. Oh god.
As you step inside, you see a body across the room in black garb, recognizing it as the nun.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That's good.
Oh, well,
There's some organs on the table, I think.
It
Just
appears
interesting, yeah.
she was quite busy.
She does not appear to be breathing. You see a knife on the table, organ by it. It seems like there was a large struggle here. Perhaps this body was dragged after it was cut up. There's many wounds in it, organs falling out of the body, and it seems very fresh.
So I'm assuming
Uh-oh.
she's dead.
it's rather strange how
No.
from here to
Hey,
the
the
door.
blood
there's
just moved.
Yeah, the blood's just it's
The
a bit
blood
strange.
does in fact. It is a character token, in fact.
it's like shit. I better not
Why don't you go ahead and
I
make
bet-
perception checks?
Okay.
All of us?
I'm not sure I'm fond of that.
Is
Oh
this the
no, I
bloodied
got a
man?
2.
Sorry,
So-
Okay, I
no.
got an 18.
all of
Oh
us?
god.
Yes.
Yeah, all of us.
Okay.
I'm the least perceptive
9.
motherfucker you'll ever meet.
We know.
I am quite far away.
Hey!
Hey, we've dealt with you before.
Mherren, Balthazar, you see
You're not supposed to.
kind of floating slightly above the body is a bloody
Mhm.
knife just floating in the air.
Ooh.
But you also see some patches of red floating by it that sort of seem to make an outline of a figure that kind of backs up a bit as you all approach. And you almost see the blood in the air breathing.
Oh.
And you hear Shello.
Oh, what the
no.
fuck?
I really should have. I changed a
Wait.
few fucking spells, and I didn't think of detect magic.
Do you have fireball?
Oh, wait.
Actually, wait, I don't even know detect
Well,
magic. Never
I-
mind.
I was about to say, I have magic awareness, at least.
Using magic awareness, you get the presence of illusion magic from this figure covered in blood,
Interesting.
and you kind of can see its head move. It is strange because it's just kind of covered in blood, but you kind of see the outline of the blood and like the specks in the air move as it's kind of shaped to of facial features as it seems to look towards Shello and say, "Screwed up again, Shello."
Well, what did you do this time? It seems you may have flipped over our table.
She showed up here. She's not our friend.
The knife stabs into the body.
Well, I don't quite know her very well.
Not
That
our
is
friend.
true.
Stupid.
Shallow, what is this? What's going on?
This rock lady is an old acquaintance of mine. We used to hang around in similar circles. Some might say circles with large tops, roofs to them. A dear pal of mine, Elmer.
Elmer?
Well, I haven't spoken with you in a while.
Hello, I've been with you.
Oh, you have?
We share an apartment together, Shello.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
You are
The
quite
fucking
difficult
bear?
to see sometimes.
The bear?
Oh,
no!
oh, Shello, I followed you here to give you this. Left it behind at our apartment
Oh.
after I pulled it out for you. I don't know if you saw.
Okay, maybe not.
And you see
Well,
you see a bloody smear move, and from nothing, it begins to hold out a brown teddy bear towards Shello.
Okay, yeah, no, I was right.
Not the bear, but it's got the bear.
Well, it's related to the bear.
Kind
Oh,
of,
I thought you meant the bear rug. I was
Yeah,
so
for a second I thought you meant the bear rug too.
approaching Shello, holding out the bear. What's his name, Shello?
His name is well, if I think of all of the hardships we've been through, where he eluded me so many times, much like yourself, Mr. Elusive Man. If I may call you such a formal name between friends.
Sort of laughing when you say that gleefully.
He's Bill Rogers.
Yes. Little Billy.
Yes.
You see the teddy bear like move back as it kind of sort of presses against the blood that seems to be floating in the air, kind of staining the teddy bear, but it seems to the teddy bear seems to compress, almost like this body's hugging it.
Thank you very much for bringing him to me, Elmer.
They don't.
The head kind of twitches around, looking at the rest of the people in the room, not at Shello, and says,
They don't know Billy.
No, they haven't met with Billy yet.
No, not your real friends.
Well,
Oh,
we have been around for a while.
Oh, they don't know Billy.
They can get to know Billy, I'm sure. As I once did not know Billy, and I'm sure you yourself may have not known Billy.
Billy's gone.
Well,
Billy's gone.
and he starts stabbing the teddy bear with the knife.
oh,
No!
And it drops to the
how
floor, kind of
rude.
stuffing, going all over the place.
This thing's creeping me out.
And now
Elmer,
it's creeping you out?
Elmer, why did you kill Billy?
Oh.
Can I maybe try and pick up some of the pieces of Billy?
No, don't touch it. Leave it.
Why would you bring Billy here after my hardships of reaching for him to tear him apart in front of me?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 19.
Miss Fantasia. She took you, Shello. She took you to the Colosseum.
Yes.
Mr. Bartleby was so angry.
Well, I for a moment was confused myself of the whole situation.
Billy
What?
brought so far to die. They didn't know I was watching. I went to the Capitol there. Saw the brothers. I saw their show. Did you see it?
Oh yes, it was marvelous, just what they had done before.
Reminded me of old times.
I too was reminded of my smaller ant boy days.
But when I went back to the apartment, I was alone. No friends from the freak show anymore. I had to satiate the urges. Until you moved in.
We're all a group of friends here.
No, they're not friends.
The knife kind of points towards Mherren, then towards Balthazar. Steps back, kind of pointing the knife around the room.
No friends. He's not friends.
Shello, you should take a step back from Elmer.
No, don't take him from me.
I would
Steps
like to.
working over initiative.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm down.
13.
How do
Well,
you...
13.
What the hell is this thing? I'm so
I have
confused.
a plus
fucking
1 initiative. I got before you,
creature.
Pebble.
Did you say a fucking creature?
All right, we got
Yeah.
three 13s on
13s.
initiative.
Shello goes before me, then Pebble.
Shello goes first. However, the first thing that happens is that this thing seems to like try to step past Shello and stab a knife into Pebble. Shello, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
Despite the time where you have not spoken or been seen by them, they are very much kind people.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oof.
11 and. Ooh, 8.
Seems unresponsive. Balthazar, what are you doing?
Mhm.
You see this thing going for Pebble with a knife.
I'm going to, well, I'm going to hit it with a firebolt with my braces twice, so.
I thought you were gonna say fireball, and I was gonna be so pissed.
No, actually, I think this is the first time he's using fireball. I told, so he got this with his Fey thing. However, it replaced his light cantrip since he has dark vision now.
Oh, right.
What?
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Because I have dark vision now. I can see.
I essentially let Monty replace a cantrip.
Imagine always having dark vision.
So 17 does hit.
Okay. So 2d10s. 9.
9? Yeah,
So
you
it
shoot
was-
this fire into this thing's back, and it seems to kind of ignite in like an ashy residue that then disappears. Kind of also getting rid of some of the blood, however.
Oh, no.
There's 9 damage
Oh
to it.
shit!
Well,
How'd you do that?
The second one. 14.
14. This one kind of sizzles around it, sort of going past it, missing.
Missing, gotcha. I think I will just sit there, ending my turn.
Pebble, you see this thing coming at you, a floating knife in the sky, red specks and smears around it. What are you doing?
I have no clue how to attack this thing. So I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself. And I think that's it. It can't really do anything to me now, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, Mherren.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a thinker.
Well, no, because it's an illusion. So I'm like,
Yeah,
but I don't have anything to dispel magic.
I don't
And
either.
none of you guys know that it's an illusion. I haven't exactly
Well, what-
gotten the chance to share with the class. I guess I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it, I guess. Does
I
a
don't know,
20
man.
hit?
Yeah, that hits. Blast into this thing's chest after the fire hits into its back, but it still seems to be going for Pebble.
Good luck, nerd.
Oh, shoot, I should have done Form of Dread first. Well, shit, too late. Rage.
Okay, roll a d12. Bolt of light can shoot from your chest. The person you shoot it at makes a Constitution saving throw, or takes 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot the guy, the blood man.
Okay, so he saves, unfortunately. So this burst in your exhausted state, maybe not lining it up right, it was right past him. Okay, it's going to try to shove this knife into Pebble, which it needs to make a saving throw. It fails, so it tries to stab the knife into Pebble, but he's like shaking his head. The knife seems to kind of like struggle getting through the air, and he's like, no. So he's instead going to just try to run this way. Anyone taking opportunity attacks on him? That would include Shello, Mherren, Pebble.
I
What does it
will.
include me? Am I close enough?
With your halberd, yes. His reach.
No,
will.
I'm not going to.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
9 damage.
I know Mherren doesn't, but Pebble does.
Don't let
Yeah.
me sway you, by the way. You're the one who
I'm
already
not.
shot a fucking Eldritch Blast at him.
Slices,
Well, yeah, but he's also like gone through the like resistant, like no, stopping himself from stabbing Pebble. So it's like
he didn't.
slices
Oh, yeah,
into his
he's-
back as he begins to run.
it's not exactly the same, but he did pause.
I will follow. Did I clearly see where he went with my previous perception?
You know he went past Pebble. I'd say past that, you're not sure where he is in the room.
Okay. Elmer, excuse me. I think we should continue speaking about this. It would be best if we're all friendly, because we are all friends.
I kind of want to attack it again. I'm gonna try hitting it again with 2 lots of fireball.
Firebolt or fireball?
bolt.
Okay.
He uses less spell slots and still a good amount of
Two
damage.
fireballs.
That would be really funny.
Burn down
Yeah,
the whole
Fucking
building.
horrendous, but
This room looks very wooden, so maybe an area burn wouldn't be great.
14. Same as before, it kind of like flies past the area that you think this thing is.
Okay, I'll try again.
23.
23.
This time you're able to get it in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You see the flames seem to engulf something.
7. And I'm gonna take the time to move forward a bit, just at the hem of my bed, my very messy bed.
And then Pebble.
Do I know where this thing is since I saw?
You know it's somewhere by the door. You don't know how far.
I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I'll try and go to. Where even is the door? Oh, there's the door.
Oh god, your perception really was bad.
yeah, for real.
Maybe this sort of
Pebble's the
area.
only one that doesn't have dark vision now.
Yeah, and I'll try and like swing it where I thought he was, which would
Okay, make
be
make an attack at disadvantage. Which
cool.
you should have made the other attack at disadvantage, but well.
All right, 21 and 20.
So 20 hits.
Nice. 5.
Pebble, violently
Yeah.
swinging the sword around, seems to strike something as blood flies in there, seemingly not the blood from coated on him, but other blood.
So this bastard does have blood. Interesting.
Mherren's gonna walk up around where she's seeing the two attack. And she's just going to swing her halberd in a wide arc.
Okay, you rolled good in the perception check earlier, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll give you a
Do I
straight
still
roll.
see it?
You
Okay.
you have been kind of following where you've seen the blood move.
Does a 19 hit
It
by any
does.
chance? That's 16 damage.
You take a wild swooping swing across, and even more blood kind of splatters on the ground as you hear sort of whimpering coming from the shape.
I kind of feel bad. Well, I'm gonna do it again, but I don't feel that bad. Oh well, never mind.
I would rather appreciate if you would stop trying to kill my friend.
He's your friend that just killed this poor girl for no reason.
You have killed many people, and so have I.
I'd like to think not for no reason.
We have killed plenty of things for no reason. We have killed plenty of things for money.
That's
That's a fair point.
Did he not kill that teddy bear that you loved?
Well, yes. But we have also killed things very near and dear to others.
Your
And,
friend ran at me with a knife.
Well, you did startle him.
We won't swing at your friend if your friend doesn't swing at us. Can we agree on that?
Have no control over him.
You'll hear like concentrated heavy breathing, like dry heaving, coming from the spot where Mherren just hit. As it continues to go, Pebble, are you taking an opportunity attack? Or Mherren, you can also take an opportunity attack.
This time I won't.
Yeah, I also won't.
And you can kind of see the shape of blood run across the hallway, and you see the door to the bathroom open. It seems to disappear in there.
He has to shit.
I was about to say he's a nervous shitter.
Pebble, you can see into the bathroom. There's like candlelight in there. So can Shello. You see a bit of a splash in the tub as the water in there goes red.
Shit.
Why all shit?
What are you guys doing
Because
now?
we can't fucking see him anymore. He's not covered in blood.
I'm gonna chase after him.
I
Okay,
like to pick up. I like to pick
That's
up
an idea.
some of these books.
Just kind of tidying the place.
Yeah.
He still has.
see.
He still is bleeding though, right? Like,
Make a perception check.
So and when he gets out, he'll be drippy. So
Go 1, 2.
He's certain.
how's
will-
a
Theoretically.
9?
That could work.
You're looking around for blood and such, but you're not seeing anything, Pebble.
That could work.
Damn.
I would go in there.
If I get stabbed, I get stabbed.
No,
Okay.
I think this is like a horse exploding kind of situation.
I know. Are you gonna explode the room, Balthazar? Is Mherren the next horse?
Man, you really
No.
metaphorically blew up the horse on that one.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna look at this room that's just over 20 foot square, and I'm gonna cast Fireball.
You and your impulsive
God
bullshit.
damn you! You not think about the fact that we're in a very
I'm
flammable
gonna
building?
grab you by the fucking scruff.
Make
Just
the,
because there's
make
no
the
one
range for
in
that
there.
for me.
Just because there's no one in
20
there
foot.
doesn't goddamn mean there's
Pebble,
no.
he is acting on impulse.
And
Oh,
not
shit,
only
yeah.
not only is it Fireball,
You
it's,
and your impulsive stuff.
not only is it Fireball, it's gonna be a level 4 Fireball, so 9d6.
We need to get the fuck out of this building.
Okay.
Yeah, this whole building's about to
26
burn
damage.
to-
That's a pretty shit roll. It's 3 natural ones there.
Thank God.
Yeah.
However, this is this is
I'm
like
gonna
an
step-
inn
I'm
made
gonna-
of wood,
Hold on.
not well
I'm gonna
crafted
s- I'm-
even.
I'm gonna step to the side as I hold the door closed.
It seems like the floor like just kind of blows up, caves in, the bathtub falls as Pebble, you feel a very striking pain through the plates of your armor.
What?
It didn't go in the bathroom. It didn't go in the bathroom.
It did. It just left.
It's like it struck perfectly, getting a natural 20 plus sneak attack
Oh,
damage.
shit.
You get dealt 34 damage.
34?
Holy shit.
We're killing this thing.
Yeah, if you
Damn.
can fucking find it.
Is that you speaking impulsively, or is that you, Modsy?
Yes.
Okay.
Both.
You got it, man.
All of the above.
As
Absolutely.
Pebble, you then feel another pain in your side as another hit goes into your side.
This feels unhealthy.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the point.
most stab wounds aren't.
This one for only 4 damage.
Okay, that's
Oh
not
wow,
so bad.
that is
Like,
Quite different. Oh,
The
no.
second stab was just a fucking finger.
Shello, what are you doing?
Do I notice that Pebble has been stabbed?
Yeah, but make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Perception. 3. I'll roll again just in case I got a 1.
Uh,
Yeah.
You notice Pebble gets stabbed, but that's all you notice. Blood shoots
Oh.
out from Pebble's armor out of nowhere.
Did you get hit with a splinter?
No. I think a knife.
Were there knives in the bathroom? There should not have been knives in the bathroom.
What?
To be fair, there shouldn't be fireballs in the bathroom either.
Excellent point. I wonder how
Why
it
are
got
people putting
there.
all these dangerous things in the bathroom?
It's not a good place
It
for
seems
them.
like poor planning.
If a knife did truly fly from the bathroom, 10.
10. Yippee!
I turn around the obvious pains of Pebble being fucking stabbed. And see if I can sort of have any idea of where this fucking thing is at the moment.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
You're not seeing anything.
yeah. No, I didn't see shit. Anyone got any paint to throw over this thing? I'm all ready for what may be a possible attack.
I'm gonna also try and see if I can tell where I got stabbed from.
It was behind you. If you want, you can look around and make a perception check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage? Oh, man! I might have accidentally rolled 3 times, but the first 2 were 11 and 13.
Not seeing it.
Okay, then I'll just sort of slash in a wide arc and try and hit it.
Which tile are you going for?
This one.
Okay.
How does 10 work?
Not hitting anything. Just
I'll
feel the
try
air.
again. I have to get it
Same
eventually.
spot?
Yep, house 20.
Still just clean air. It's a better
Damn
swing, so
it!
you feel confident there's nothing there.
Clean, refreshing air.
He has multiple wounds, so he should be bleeding.
Okay, who
I'm
filled the fucking
confused.
bathtub with healing potions?
Bathtub with
You know,
barking dogs.
I'll let both Pebble and Balthazar make Arcana checks.
Fuck. 12.
This is gonna be really good. 6.
Invisible guy, yeah. Don't know much past that.
Dude, that's epic.
Mm.
That's my favorite type of guy to be.
I'll let Mherren make an Arcana check too if you want.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, bet. Why not? No harm, I guess. 14.
I'll give it to you. You get the impression that this isn't like a single time spell. It seems to be like somehow permanently affected by some magic that seems to make its entire biology invisible, including its own blood for a period of time.
Oh. That complicates
They also aren't an
things
illusion. They're a
quite a
tangible
bit.
person. Invisibility is just within the illusion spell school.
Hey Pebble, how strong are you?
Very?
Okay.
Wait, emotionally, mentally, or physically?
Physically.
Oh, very.
Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna use Arms of Hadar, which attacks in a 10-foot radius of me.
What is the save for that?
It's 13 and it's strength.
Okay. Pebble, can you make
You're
a
about to
strength
die.
saving throw?
Oh,
It's not
goodness.
that powerful,
Oh, goodness.
but
14.
it is. Okay, you save.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Fuck yeah. Okay, a 6.
You seem to register sound to your bottom right, some oofs and ahs as the
Like right here.
as the arms of Hadar seem to hit something within that space. And you see a little bit of blood trickle down and like disappear.
I'm gonna rage again. Motherfucker! I didn't want that one!
Now you can see
Uh,
really well.
Yeah, a bolt of light can shoot from your chest.
Well, I'm gonna aim where I heard the noise.
Okay. You'll get advantage on the save, and he succeeds.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
our
that my
people-
turn's done.
People are gonna come try to figure out what the hell happened that caused the ceiling to cave in.
Don't worry about it.
You know what, Mherren, can you make
Probably.
a perception check?
Sure.
A disadvantage.
9.
9. You're like looking, or you just shot the beam, but you can no longer make out any movement whatsoever as you sort of like wait in anticipation for something to happen. When you suddenly see blood splurt out of Balthazar's back.
Oh, fantastic.
I've got a lot of things to roll here. Give me a second.
Oh, gosh.
I'm so looking forward to that. Is that even including my dodge action?
Yeah,
What would you say?
he's still hit with that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't
We got
say
it.
that.
He got 8 with his attack, and then with sneak attack damage, 17.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Compared to fucking
It's a total of
Pebbles.
25, I believe.
What?
I was gonna say that's almost half your health.
Oh, right. Never mind. I thought 17 was the total. I'm like, wait,
No.
what? That is exactly half my health.
Then there's an 18 hit.
Yes.
Take a wild guess.
Another slash goes across your side as you get another 7 damage dealt to you.
Awesome.
Does an
Love that.
18 hit?
Ooh, I've just realized that I have another spell slot.
And Shello, it's your turn.
I'm gonna walk down in between my friends. If we could all simply put down our weapons or put away our weapons and our magicies, and I'll simply agree that we are all my friend, and that nobody else needs to be hurt, and we can all simply talk. I'm gonna heal Balthazar. 9.
That's good.
Balthazar, what are you doing?
I'm going to. Balthazar is feeling confident on what kind of happened with that stab. I'm going to immediately turn around and. In fact, I'm going to use the apparatus this time. It's been a while since I've used it.
Yeah.
I'm
Balthazar
gonna
gets
try for burning
impulsive. He
hands.
just uses the apparatus to gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since you used this. What spell slot are you going for?
I'm going for the first spell slot, so the one that goes from Burning Hands all the way down to Thunderwave. I'm going to try for Burning Hands.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Good thing I have a +8 to Arcana checks now. 10, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, you still got lower than I did with a +0 before, so...
Go ahead and roll a d6.
D6, now it's random. 6, so Thunderwave.
Thunderwave means...
Have I used that one before? I don't think I have. Where to find out?
This is good for us.
So, a wave of
I'm pretty sure
thunderous
I've
force
used
sweeps out from
Thunderwave.
each creature in a 15-foot cube.
That technically hits Pebble and Shello, I believe.
A 15-foot radius?
I'm pretty sure that hits Mherren as well.
That literally hits all
Oh,
of
yeah.
us.
That's
That's everyone, yeah.
That's everyone. Got a lot of impulsive decisions.
Everyone make a Constitution
welcome to
saving
my
throw.
world.
Oh boy.
Constitution, that's like my
Is that
special.
included on the caster?
18.
25.
Oh, wow.
That's a natural
What the
20.
fuck?
You all
10.
save as thunderous wave erupts from Balthazar. However, Balthazar, can you roll damage? It's
What was
2d8.
it? Damage. 5.
Pebble, Mherren, Shello, you all take 3 damage as
What the heck?
as force erupts from Balthazar, and you all 3 of you hold your ground, but it kind of blows into you, and you feel a little bit of pain from it. Balthazar, you had turned towards where you've just been stabbed from, held out the gauntlet to try to cast Burning Hands on something right in front of you. However, this thunder wave erupts, and actually behind you now blows some now visible flesh, organs, body parts onto the ground behind Balthazar, just in a splatter across the floor, and slowly coming visible is like a twitching, dying body of a man that looks disfigured, and like his body has been seriously chemical burned. His head is like slightly misshapen. Some of his body is kind of like scratched up and looks like a strange individual dead on the floor.
Is it weird that this has happened to Balthazar twice this week?
Stop doing this shit, man.
Twice now, something has exploded with blood and guts right next to Balthazar.
I can't
Blast.
heal that.
Fully dead due to the magic. Even if Balthazar wanted to, he couldn't have spared it.
Can't make orange juice of lemons.
But with that, there seems to be no visible threat unless there's more invisible people in this room. However, you hear a lot of commotion within the building.
Oh yeah, I kind of built the bathroom.
I wonder why.
I think
No reason.
Shell's gonna just close the door,
Let me
and he's just gonna stand by the door for a while.
Maybe if they ask what happened, we say those like, well, the gas lanterns in the bathroom leaked.
And how do you suggest we explain all the fucking blood?
We found this creature. They may have loosened the fittings.
What?
This thing was in here. It trashed the place.
Well,
it could have
yeah.
tried. Its intention was to kill us.
Why don't we
if
just
I-
say that
if
it
I
did
may-
it? Like,
If I may speak up,
yes, Shello.
his intention was not to harm anyone. He was my
I-
friend,
Shello, there was a dead body in the other room.
and he was trying to help me, keep me safe.
From a nun?
I'm not sure if you're my friend anymore.
What? What are you talking about? Which one of us?
All of you.
Shello, he was attacking us.
Actually hear it almost sounds like a few footsteps going up the stairs in a little bit heavier sounding footsteps past because they're carrying things or have armor. And you hear some like yelling outside through the window across the hall.
We should probably get the fuck out.
I think a window and rope might be our best option here.
Balthazar's gonna go through the hole in the floor.
Yeah, shit.
Jumping down to the next floor, Balthazar, you get face to face with a guard who is kind of like looking up curiously, who then is like spooked by you jumping down and like points like a spear at you. This room looks like trash. The bathtub is like fallen in through here. There's a window behind you, and this guard is kind of in the doorway.
Is the window open?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it. If I can read it, because the name of it is a difficult one.
Benign transportation.
Yes, please.
Okay, make a
Get it over
dexterity
there.
saving throw, or dexterity
Okay.
check actually.
Dexterity check. Okay. Dex. Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay, this guard tries to stab this spear into you, but you run towards the window fast enough, and then just sort of like teleport yourself out onto the streets below. What are the other three of you doing? They're seeing both of
Well-
them run down here.
Mherren's gonna fucking follow, because God forbid we leave him to roam the streets.
And Pebble
I
and
guess
Shello?
same.
Fucking dog.
I'll follow him too, I guess.
Mherren has held you by the scruff so many times.
I'm gonna sit beside Elmer. Would it fit in the bag of holding?
Yes.
The
I'll
bag
put it
of
in the
holding is infinite.
Are you putting the
No, I
blown
meant the
apart?
opening.
Are you putting the blown
Sorry?
apart corpse in the bag of holding?
Yeah, as many bits of it as I can.
If this is taking you a bit, you hear bangs on the door as the guards are trying to like kick it down. Mherren and Pebble, this guard that is on the floor below is so confused he doesn't even try to attack you. He's just like, what's going on? You two, are you just going out the window?
Yep.
Make a
Let's make it like a
dexterity
small
check.
bathroom window. Like, do they have to squeeze through?
Fuck!
Ah, shit, a 9.
23, baby, natural 20.
Pebble lands perfectly on her feet while Mherren kind of stumbles out, hits her knee for 2 damage.
Fuck.
Hits her knee for 2 damage.
You know what? That's me too. Cause listen, okay, I'm 5'4". Okay, getting out of a truck, right?
Superhero
Yeah,
landing.
You just no, shut up. You just hop down,
Imagine
and
being
sometimes it
literally
fucking
tiny.
hurts. I'm gonna kill you.
Shell will begrudgingly follow the party.
Then you can go ahead and make a saving throw as well.
Okay, dex save. Ooh, 9.
You also take 2 damage.
Ouch.
There's a bit of a panic surrounding the inn. You guys kind of like jumped out a window on the back, so you're a bit away from that, so you can theoretically sneak off. Where are you going?
Well, first I'm gonna stare at the almost on fire building and take a drink out of my flask.
Almost it is on fire. The room you just went through was very ashy. There were flames forming, but you see through the windows that people are now inside trying to put out the fire, and like looking around for the cause of it and such.
It's like the little kid meme where she's smiling and the house is on fire behind her. I mean, the guards are distracted. Maybe the graveyard.
The graveyard might be a good idea at this point.
I mean, all the guards are distracted.
I'd say there's so much commotion happening. You guys can sneak away over there pretty easily. However, can you all make perception checks?
15.
18.
She checked my perception.
Good job.
16.
11.
We all did pretty good.
Shello, you're actually the only one who notices this. You see almost like strange cracks in the ground.
From us landing from so high up, or?
No, as you walk to the graveyard through the town, there's like cracks in the ground. You can almost like see them kind of like the ground kind of cracking, like them forming as you walk.
I hope a beast swallows the town.
Not where you walk, just like around the town you see some small cracks forming, and it's almost like
A beast
embers
creatures.
slightly raising from these cracks. You feel slight heat.
Okay.
And you guys get to the graveyard. There's no guards in the graveyard. Some of them seem to have left the church, but you see up on the hill there's still some guards up there just in case, it seems like. Balthazar, you see that the mausoleum has a tomb to Maxwell Magi inside.
Ooh.
However, the tomb also has a plaque on it with engravings of words that read salvation,
Hold on. Salvation.
eternal,
Eternal. Bad
perdition,
movie. Perdition.
divine,
Divine.
sacred,
Sacred.
bliss.
I'm gonna go over to some patches of tombstones and have a look.
I was about to say we have to look at all the tombstones.
Are you looking for
Yeah.
anything in particular?
Names. He mentioned something about the names of people.
Words. Any and all the words.
Okay, Balthazar and Mherren, go ahead and make intelligence checks.
Okay.
I assume this is a puzzle. I think I know how it might work.
Why does it have to be intelligence?
Intelligence. I'm great at intelligence. Don't worry about it.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
If only Mherren.
Never mind, I'm not that great at intelligence.
7.
Ooh, 9
7.
and a 7.
We're fucking stupid.
You pick up
My defense, I have a +0.
Shut up.
What's your
You're-
excuse? Yeah, what's your excuse,
all
buddy?
the tombstones, you're looking at them, you're not getting like any additional phrases or anything on them. They just seem to be they're pretty worn gravestones. They seem most all of them seem pretty old. There's a few that are maybe fresher, but not, doesn't look like anything within like the last even few years.
All right.
Like they all
Do you
seem kind of
know-
weathered.
How many tombstones are there?
Probably around like 100.
Jesus.
That's not that many people.
Population at the moment is probably lucky to reach 50. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, but then that's only that's not even like that's only a couple generations beforehand.
First name, middle initial, last name. So it's like Gerald S. Donovan, Timothy D. Beggar,
Chalamet.
Edgar V. Chalamet.
Okay.
The graveyard grounds kind of make like a perfect square. So
Alright, so I don't know why the old fella that we had our boys talk with, I don't know why he's telling us to look at the names. There's over 100 names here.
Maybe he thought you'd roll higher.
Well, wait. I give me a second.
Excellent point.
I want to count real quick. I need to
You're-
count. 4, 9,
Mm-hmm.
7. It's so much harder when I can't like think. +6.
Like how many letters in total and how many letters are in each word?
Yeah, kind of. It's only 42 letters.
what is
I was
Shello
thinking-
doing right
I
now,
was
by the way?
thinking.
I mean, there is, maybe.
Yeah,
like
you
kicking
can
some
see
tufts of
Mherren.
grass.
You can see Mherren in the mausoleum, staring down, hand on shin, thinking about all the letters, seemingly counting them. Balthazar, like, looking confused at all the tombstones. Looking behind you, you begin to notice, like, the cracks are, like, growing in size as you see your allies spending a while on this. Like, another hour goes by.
An hour?
Yeah.
Damn.
My
What is Pebble doing?
allies.
Yeah, I was about to say you ain't tried anything,
Allies
Pebble.
asterisk.
Sorry.
What's Pebble doing?
Allies asterisk.
Damn.
I sort of imagine she's fairly uncomfortable in an environment like this, but probably also trying to find a pattern with any of the names.
What sort of pattern?
I don't really know.
Do they all have middle initials?
No.
Yes, every tombstone has a middle initial.
Fuck. There's too many letters.
There's like 100 graves.
Well, yeah, but
Can
each word only adds up to 42.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. How's a 7?
Oh. What's your bonus?
This is
Okay,
plus
plus
0.
0. Okay, then I'm not mad about it.
So my thought was, wait, actually, I wanted to look. Are they arranged by like when they died? Like, are the newer ones in a specific area than the compared to the older ones?
It seems mostly random. Like you notice that some family members are buried next to each other and such, but they're not really arranged in like in order of like day. You get the impression that there's some areas of the graveyard where it's like some older tombs, and as it like expanded, more went in, but it doesn't seem like super deliberate.
So, what exactly did this person tell you to do?
He literally told us to look at the headstones. That's it.
That is it. Just to look
He-
at that,
he-
but, like
he-
no hint.
Don't tell Pebble. It was guys only talk.
Am I an honorary guy?
What the hell?
I mean, you punch harder out of any of us, so yeah.
Fair enough.
I tried to give like
Yeah, it
Pebble,
doesn't
Pebble like a judgmental like stare, like don't listen in.
Are you guys
Mherren gets special treatment.
are you guys looking for anything else? Any other patterns, letters, and any orders?
I was thinking about maybe like going from oldest gravestone to newest, seeing if the middle initials spelled anything.
But
But-
there's 100.
I will make an
Yeah,
intelligence
do-
check at advantage.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I need
mean,
to start
yes.
saying the shit I'm thinking out loud.
Look,
No,
I was
because,
thinking
but
that,
there's
but
100 of them.
yeah,
Well,
was
yeah,
looking
but
at,
there
Like,
could
if
also
they're not
be, like,
arranged, 19.
I looked at the gravestones on the image. I'm like, okay, if there's that many, maybe that is the case.
You begin to
Like a
notice that
rain-
some of the letters kind of, the middle initial letters kind of line up, but not looking at them really by date. You just notice that some of them next to each other seem to line up a little bit.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's like originally, I'm like, okay, if we ascend
Son of a-
people,
I see it. Sidivus.
oh,
Jesus
fuck.
Christ, there's so
It's
many.
a word search.
Oh, I like this. Because salvation
I've-
is already in the middle. It's diagonal in the middle.
Traditions.
It's right-
Tradition
You guys
is
can
the
use the
fourth
measuring
one from the
tool, by the
bottom.
How are
way.
you
Yeah, I
bastard
was about to
doing this
say.
so
You can
quickly?
make use the
yeah.
permanent one if you want.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah.
astounded by how
Or-
quickly you guys saw
Oh
it.
no, no, that's not
holy
right.
shit! Wait, no,
How
hold
do
on.
I don't understand. I don't know what
The
I'm doing.
tradition is here.
Eternal.
What, how are you doing this?
Go to.
It's big. It's a big
measurements.
map.
I found bliss. Guys, let's go.
I forgot what other words there are. Where
Does it
the
Down the
Wow.
bottom.
Tradition,
If you
bliss,
scroll down,
sacred,
they're
divine.
down the bottom.
Oh,
Guys-
oh, there's more to
I
the
found-
page.
I found rot.
We need
Rot?
We need.
Rot.
Like ROT.
sacred.
That's not one of
Sacred's
the
the missing
words,
word.
you goofball.
That's
You
what.
notice that
that's
as-
what my friend's body's gonna do.
As you
there we
all like Pebble like touches one of the letters and then touches another one, and it kind of like lights up as you all walk
Okay.
through
Whoa.
the graveyard, touching these and forming these words. And with that, you start to hear a grinding from within the mausoleum echoing out, and it seems that the tomb has moved and caused a stairway down.
I found the most of them.
I love how as soon as we give them the visual of the puzzle, it's done within under a minute.
I was so
Yeah.
excited. I saw him happy
Part
immediately.
of the puzzle was figuring out what the puzzle was. So
Yeah.
I knew it was something with the middle initial, but I couldn't. I didn't know how to like articulate it.
Found Keck.
you guys now gather at the mausoleum, and you see the stairway down, some like kind of fog emanating from within it.
This be where Balthazar finds parts for the Magi apparatus. We fucking going down. We balling.
We're going in.
Yeah, I'm just following along.
Well, at least
behind,
the two are. I don't know about the others.
holding on to my bag of holding.
Ooh.
I feel so bad.
I'm loving maps.
I
Is
I
that-
feel bad.
Oh,
but like,
no.
I can't do it.
Wait, is that the
Uh-oh,
entrance of the tomb? Is that what that's
SpaghettiOs.
representing?
That is
or
the
is that in
entrance up
tomb?
there. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you guys have gone
I'm like,
down
that
through
looks like another portal. I don't want to touch that.
It's just an archway. Not every archway is a portal.
You walk in, you see some like few bones scattered across the place, like a open coffin with a skeleton inside, a chair that seems intentionally placed to look towards this staircase down. You don't see anyone in the chair, however, but you do see some like torchlight emanating from the hallway from the south, and you can kind of hear some rummaging past that around like a corner.
Balthazar still being under his little his goofy thing. He's gonna take the opportunity to make a dad joke.
Guys, you'll want to be careful not to breathe anything in. It looks like someone's coughing down here.
Can Mherren just like cover his mouth?
Not only is it not the time for dad jokes,
It's what he would have done.
Horrible.
How loud
I
would
know.
Balthazar say it?
Fully loud. He didn't care. It was a joke.
You hear the rummaging stop.
He expected
Yeah, Mherren's
everyone to
covering
laugh.
his mouth, mind you. Immediately.
The rummaging stops and you hear a hearty chuckle from the other room.
You hear a loud footstep. Almost sounds like metal clanking against stone. Like a
Oh. Oh no.
It's-
you can
Oh
see
no.
a figure poke out in this like golden outfit, kind of hunched lower to the ground, but it seems taller, in a like a gold mask, skin that's like graying,
Like a
almost
baby head.
decaying. Yeah, very cherub like mask it's wearing. It's carrying, actually looks like a halberd that is carrying, kind of using it as like a walking stick as it walks along. It's like hunchback, and it's looking around. Can you all make stealth checks?
Sure. At disadvantage because I'm still like chuckling under Mherren's mouth.
Sure.
Cool.
Under what?
Only
Like
Balthazar.
under you covering my mouth.
Under
hand.
Mherren's mouth.
Yeah. 12.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Okay, bud.
Wait. I have
Freudian
to look at things. Yeah, Freudian slip.
Because you guys right now are just trying to remain completely still and silent.
Bad news. Mherren just
Mherren-
stumbles in her haste to cover his mouth. She just makes a shit ton of noise.
You see this thing look toward you all. And then it kind of like takes a step back, realizing you all are down here. And is then going to rush in at you all.
Oh,
I can see him now.
I've got an idea.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it might be a good
Again?
idea. I'm
You
gonna
all
pull
roll
my-
initiative.
Oh.
Okay. I was hoping to avoid that with my idea, but okay.
19.
1 second, I have to read.
16.
My dexterity off the bat is 12.
Mherren's is 14.
So Mherren
Mherren
goes
goes first.
first.
Yeah.
Over this thing goes before all of you. It rounds the
Mherren will
corner.
take her hand off his mouth.
And then it seems like it's about to charge at you with this halberd. But then it just abruptly stops, pulls out a heavy crossbow, and fires it at Mherren. Does a 23 hit.
Oh my god.
Not at all. I don't know why you would think it would hit. Like that's absolutely ridiculous. Like, come on.
God,
Whoa.
Yes, it hits.
I mean, it only does 5 damage.
Also, I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Because I've had a +1 to saving throws this entire time that I don't think it
You actually
calculated on
all
thing.
have a plus to saving throws if you're in a certain distance to Pebble, but she never mentions that.
Fuck!
Also, I think I've fucked it up. Okay, never mind. I fixed it. I fixed it.
forgetting.
Don't worry. Oh no,
We
it doesn't
like-
automatically calculate. Never mind. It's okay.
Are we like 49 episodes deep? We're just now knowing
I
about
just
this.
got this skill not
No, you
that
didn't.
long ago.
No,
Oh,
you
okay. Oh my
you
god,
had
wait,
this for
what?
a while, and it got
Don't listen
upgraded
to
last
Peanut.
level
Don't
up.
listen to Peanut. Don't listen to Peanut.
Oh.
You've had this for like
Peanut's
3
fine.
Scally,
level
you
ups.
are like
Always
the queen
lies.
of not reading your character sheets.
I love how Scally's
That's
like,
not
please be
true.
nice, please be nice.
Mherren,
Not true.
the arrow like or the crossbow bolt like skims past you, doing like 5 damage. There's a cut to you, and it then turns around and starts running back the other way.
Mherren just like sort of with the back of her hand wipes the blood off and just sort of shakes off what she can of it. Ouch.
Shello's gonna follow. I could. You know what? Yeah, I could sprint. I want to get up beside the thing.
Hello there. Me and the other folk are here. I'm not sure why we're here, and you are already here, and I'm wondering if you could show me and them around.
No words come from it directly, but you hear a voice in your head that almost like echoes throughout your head, and it's very like guttural. Sure, make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Shorts the way, if it will.
21.
The 10.
Oh, since you're here.
And nobody in particular. There was a man in a house who said we could look at names.
Then let this be your last chance. Leave.
I fear the other 3 may not be so kind as to simply follow your directions.
It cut so deep that he just stumbled not to say a prayer.
Yeah, that was rough.
You are not allied with the other 3.
That is once again a complicated matter at the current time. I once was, but I hold it in question myself.
No.
You may willingly leave, or choose to kill them with us.
What?
No.
I don't like our odds, I think.
Shelley's quite formidable. You are right.
I think Shello is very confused. Shello does not know what side anyone is on. And you're saying I can't play both sides of the field.
You could attempt to. Just kill everyone. Shello only.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Shello's
It'll go
solo
back to me explaining how big of a sandwich I want. I think Shello will go back to the entryway, but also I don't have the movement for that. So hold on. I think Shello's just ending his turn there for now.
Well, Mherren's also gonna fall down. No idea what's really happened, but knowing that she just got shot. Cause yeah, we're just gonna move 2 more down, and then Halberd. I'm sorry. Can I rage first?
Flowers and vines like grow through the cracks of the stone in a 15-foot
hope you weren't
radius
going
around
anywhere.
you to make difficult terrain.
14 damage.
Yeah, you slash into it, halberd against halberd. 15 damage. You swipe at it again, and it's looking around. Like, it actually kind of looks a little bit scared. And in fact, make an insight check.
Oh, yay! Oh, fuck, alphabet.
Disadvantage.
Fuck
I'll
you.
do a straight roll.
Okay, then 13. Sorry, I clicked it
I meant to give you
before
advantage.
you said that.
Yeah, just 13. You can't quite place it, but somehow the cowering of this thing is a little bit familiar to you.
What the heck?
As soon as she gets that feeling, Mherren brings her halberd back. I was trying to talk too fast. I have an excuse. I'm sick. Mherren's gonna bring her halberd back and like, she's gonna like back off.
Then, Balthazar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go see what the commotion's about.
What's going on? Are you killing this thing? What's the go?
Balthazar, you hear in your head,
Leave or die.
I'm gonna turn to Shello. Shello, was that you?
I'm in a kind of a tight spot where I can't use anything ranged. I'm going to pull up the sleeve of my robe and show the creature the apparatus.
make an insight check.
Okay. 11.
11. I mean, it's wearing a mask. Hard to tell the facial expressions, but by body language, there seems to be no reaction.
No reaction?
No.
I was thinking if it was like something like tier to guard, anything to do with magi. I got rid of my curiosity. I'm going to take this time then. I'm going to cast haste on Mherren.
Ooh.
That's right, I have haste now. I had it for like a whole level, but I didn't realize. But I have haste now.
What does it do?
So
It makes
choose a
you
willing
fast.
creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the target speed is doubled. It gains a +2 bonus to armor class. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives a +2 to armor class. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Additional action.
Yeah, additional action.
Yeah.
And I will sit pretty.
Then
Like
Pebble.
Balthazar usually does.
Hello. Hey, what's going
You just call
on?
Balthazar. Did you just call Balthazar pretty?
Yeah.
Slip there.
That wasn't a slip. That was just.
Okay.
I just said those words.
I'm gonna say to this thing, while also using Channel Divinity, Emissary of Peace. Hey, we're not here to hurt anyone. Please, just put down your weapon, and we can talk about this. We don't want to do this any more than you do, so just let us talk to you, okay? And should I make my charisma?
Yeah,
Or
make your
persuasion
make
and-
your persuasion check. You get an additional +5 to it.
So then 21.
You hear in your head, "Get, you saw anything?"
That seems like a reasonable request.
Yeah, that's actually that's
Yeah,
you know what,
that's
pretty-
reasonable.
That is pretty
But-
reasonable.
We are not known for listening to reason.
Evidently.
If you couldn't tell by the collapsing inn that is on fire currently.
I don't think we can do that. I guess I'm going to. I don't know if I want to attack him, but I am going to cast Sanctuary on myself again, because I am now very close to him and he's pretty dead set on killing us. We have to do this. We have to search here. There's something wrong in the town.
There's nothing wrong.
People are disappearing. There's imps flying around everywhere. There's chaos ensuing and statues bleeding. This isn't normal. Our #1 priority here is to help people. We don't want to hurt you.
You help the church. Help Savori. You help us
Help you with what?
surviving.
I'm gonna turn to Mherren and say, they're asking for our help with survival.
Did you find them?
Find who?
Cause for the omen.
Cause for the statue? With the blood?
As you look at it, its
Statue.
form kind of like transmutes itself and like grows differently. The hunchback kind of straightens out, and a sort of illusory covering forms over its armor, sticks its halberd into the crack in the rock to hold it still as it puts its hands on its helmet and lifts it up, revealing the deep wrinkles and gaunt face of Primor Alden of the church.
Oh,
Which one was this
is that the
fucker?
guy who took the who took the oath of silence?
Yes.
Uh,
Without his mouth moving, you once again hear in your head,
Did you find them?
Pebble sort of suddenly looks a little bit more, I guess, respectful is the word for it.
Bro.
Hey, listen, man. We found some people who might be contributing to the issues. And maybe an explanation as to what's going on.
Who contributes?
I wish I would have just attacked him again.
We need to talk to Silvori about it still, but the church, it wasn't always a Seldrin church. It used to be a place for people to worship.
Who contributes?
We're not fully sure yet.
Pebble, what's he saying?
He's asking who contributes to the things going on, to the omens. He wants to know who's causing it.
I definitely have an idea about one of them.
Well, it takes a few too much drinks. As you mentioned it,
He gives a little hiccup.
there was a older fellow who was in one of the houses. He was acting quite skeptical against your church.
Say like an address or anything, I'd sort of say,
Yeah,
like the
just
general.
describing it, yeah. He says in both Pebble and Balthazar's mind,
Then we are closer.
Very good.
Balthazar.
What?
Wait,
He asked.
He hiccups
yeah.
again.
That man, what makes you think he's contributing?
He seemed to hate the church.
I just thought he was nervous. Is he... How do you know he's involved?
Also takes a sip from his flask.
He had said that he was a worshiper for the deity, so...
And you didn't think to say anything to me?
He said boys only chats.
Oh my... Balthazar, this is so much more important than that.
He said boys only.
I love this guy.
Pebble, you hear in your
Yeah.
head,
Your service is done. You may wait at the church.
I still want to look around in here.
I will let Savori know. This will be enough for him. We commence with or without him. Take the rest of your group within the church.
He says that we have to wait at the church, that we're done here.
and he begins turning around and begins walking away.
All right.
Look inside. There might have been goodies in here.
Would Mherren get an opportunity attack there?
Shit, we're gonna do it.
Mherren. Mherren!
I don't know
Go ahead,
how
make
many
an attack.
times I have to say to you that I don't trust this guy, but I dragged this man for a reason.
What the heck?
Oh, does a 15 to hit?
15 does not hit.
Oh, thank fuck. Well, you still,
I'm gonna swing this halberd at you next.
I'll give you advantage. He is turned away from you.
Oh.
I'll give it a surprise attack since Pebble loosened his guard.
God,
Does a
Fuck.
22 hit?
Yes.
be so for real.
Don't
This
say
is...
it.
Is it 22? Shut the fuck up.
16 damage.
Mherren, this thing turns away from you. It seems like it's beginning to revert back into its other form. And you land a blow on it. How do you want to finish it?
Oh, motherfucker!
Man's gonna just like through the basically the middle of his back, so basically where his spine is, just lodge the halberd in his back.
You trying to kill him?
Not necessarily. So not exactly aiming for the spine. Okay, just like towards the top of the back. You know.
You're going for a non-lethal blow.
Yeah, I'll do non-lethal. Just
Okay.
knock him the fuck out.
He then clunks forward on the ground, falling over. The transformation fully reverts back into like the gold helmet and everything. You see that the face of it is actually very similar to the imps that were flying around, except more of a grayish tone. It has like pointed ears and like a flayed tongue that kind of like droops out of its mouth now as it lays face first on the ground.
Look familiar, Pebble?
Jesus.
And then Mherren's gonna go up and loot this motherfucker. And take his halberd. It's mine.
It could be shitty.
It could be shitty, but I don't want him to have it.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Pebble would have shouted out at Mherren at first when she attacked him, and then when he turned into a fucking imp, she would have sort of just been speechless and stuttering there.
You get 50 gold from him.
Yo. That's 50 more than I had.
That's 50 more than I had.
You also get these, you're kind of like looking through his armor. He seems to have like these chains wrapped around under his armor with like some attached to these like red gloves with like kind of pointed fingers that you loot off him. It seems magical, but you can't tell what it does right now.
Ooh.
The halberd seems to just be a normal halberd. No.
Yeah, I figured. I just don't want him to have a weapon.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm gonna go down and to see what's at the crossroad here. I see a crushed chest here.
Yeah, it seems like that's actually what this guy was going through. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if I could trip up Balthazar as he walked past me.
Okay, make both of you roll initiative.
I got a 15.
Okay, yeah. Shello trips Balthazar, and both of you fall over onto the stone, not taking any damage or anything, but you just kind of.
Ow. I get up, dust myself off, and go back to the crowd.
He just assumes he's too drunk.
Yo.
He just looks at the
investigation check.
booze, goes, "Whoa."
Hey, 24.
Wrapping through it, a lot of the gold actually looks a little bit like melted, like it was like burned in some way, and some of this chest also looks like it was blasted open by fire. You get like every salvageable piece of gold you can find in this, which is about 200.
Ooh. What's in his bed? Is there anything under his sheets?
Nah, it's just this looks like a very dirty like bedroll.
Yeah. So let's keep see what else is in here.
Mherren's also gonna go down.
I might go check out the upper bit.
As you were passing through, probably like it was here, you see a cage kind of like cell door to the bottom left there, and you can kind of make out a figure, like a humanoid figure on the other side of it, standing near it in like a
I see a man.
like a bit of a puddle of blood at the feet.
A dead man.
Maybe we don't know that for sure.
They seem to be standing. And that's where we're gonna have to end this session and pick up next time.